guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so sorry this is so late, but I literally was out of cross countries, so don't blame a girl. Anyway, before we get into this video, please comment down below if you want more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so already, and follow all my social media platforms, which will be down below, and they're also here as well. And let's get right into it. So, as you guys know, I'm British, born and bred. But I have been noticing, because I have a lot of American friends at uni, I actually say things that aren't actually British sayings. I say American sayings. So I wanted to look at how Americans say things versus how British people say things and see what ones I actually say. Also, feel free to comment down below what ones you say, because I think it's quite interesting. But anyway, I have a list. So, first is like transportation. So Americans say trunk, truck and hood, while British people say lorry, boot and bonnet. I have never heard of bonnet. When I think of boot, I think of when you lift it up, I go, oh, I need to go in the boot. I have said trunk before, but I stopped saying it because there was this thing around my school about saying, oh, you got something in your trunk. So I was like, oh, I'm not saying that anymore, but sounds weird. So I probably say truck. I say truck when it's short, but if it's long, I say lorry. So I'm sort of a mixture in between. Okay, and now for like, I can't remember, inspiration. So in America, they say sidewalk, elevator, or subway. And in the UK we say pavement, lift or tube. Yeah, I said sidewalk the other day and I literally cringed to myself, like, why would you say that? Like, no, I do say pavement. I go, yeah, we're gonna go to pavement. Meet at pavement. I never say subway. I always say we're gonna get tube. I'm gonna get a train is what I normally say, but if we're like shortening it, I go, oh, I'm gonna get a tube. I don't say elevator, because when I think of elevator, I think of escalators, so like it confuses me. So I go, no, we're gonna get a lift. So no, actually for that one, I don't do any of them. Okay, household items. Americans use flashlight, garbage cans, and fluorescent. I've never heard of that. Whereas British people use torch, dustbin, and tap. Oh, that's what you call a tap. That is the weirdest name. Oh my god. Sorry, no offense, but I just don't get why it's called that. If someone knows why it's called that, comment down below. Like, I'm not making fun. I'm just so interested in this. I probably, okay, it depends. Flashlight, I'd probably say more. Like, if we're on fire, I go, oh yeah, I'm going to use my flashlight. But if we're going torch, I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to use a torch. Like that. I have never said garbage can. I would say dustbin. I say bin. So, yeah. And I've never said that. I always say tap. That was the weirdest. Oh my god, that is confusing so much. Okay, clothing. Okay, so Americans say sweaters and sneakers. And we say jumpers and trainers. I never say sneakers. I always say trainers. I actually switch between. So sometimes if I have a sweater, it's like a thin jumper, I say, oh, I'm going to get a sweater. But if I am getting a really thick, then I go, oh, I'm going to get a jumper. So that's what I sort of in between. So that's quite interesting. I have heard of sneakers, but I always just say trainers. Sneakers just feel, I don't know, wrong to me. Okay, so Americans say pants, which means trousers in the US, but underpants in the UK. I don't think I say underpants, I say underwear. And then I do say trousers. I go, yeah, I'm going to put trousers, but mainly I say jeans. So, okay. So, Americans say French fries and potato chips, whilst we say chips and crisps. So this used to confuse me. So we actually do say French fries, but they're different ones. And we say like onion rings, curly fries, like stuff like that. But when we're talking about chips, like fish and chips, burger and chips, we say chips. And then we don't say potato chips. We say crisps. That used to confuse me all the time because I used to think Americans would say crisps. And when I thought they meant crisps, I thought they meant like crisps, not like chips. Like it confused me so much. I was like, what? I think that's the one I'm always thinking of when I think of like differences in our sayings. I'm always like, no, chips mean like bag, like in a bag, and then chips mean fish and chips. Like that's how I always think. I'm like, no, I think they're too similar. Like for me, just I don't like it. Okay. So in the US they say candy and cookies, where we call them sweets and biscuits. I actually say all of them. Actually, I've never said candy. I do say sweets. I say sweets, chocolate, biscuits. Biscuits though is really okay. When you have like a small biscuit, like a custard cream, I go, oh, I'm gonna get a biscuit. But if I have like a big chocolate chip cookie, I'm gonna go, oh, I'm gonna get a cookie. That's how I do it. I have never said candy though. I would say sweets. Sweets, chocolate. I've never said candy, so that's how I do it. Oh, I have heard this. So an American person asks for the check, but a British person asks for the bill. I would say bill. Actually, no, I don't. I stopped doing it because I have a friend called Bill, and when I used to sit with him, I used to find it a bit weird that I had like a best friend in college called Bill, and when we used to go out for like gatherings and that, like meals together, like as a friend group, we always used to be like, oh, can we get the bill? And then he'd look up, and we always felt a bit weird. So I've just sort of adapted to saying, can I get a check? I think it sounds better anyway. I don't know, that does sound a bit better because I think it's bad when you've got a friend called Bill. But all common slangs. Okay, when you're saying exhaustion, Americans are beat or wasted, while the British are knackered. Yeah, I go, oh, I'm knackered. I have never said beat because that just makes me think of boxing. And wasted, I think of drunk. So, no, I've never said either of those. Yeah, I said knackers. Okay, friendship. Americans use dude or buddy. The British also use mate, bloke or lad. I always use mate. I go, hey mate. I've never said dude. That's a guy thing more. I say babe quite a lot. I go, babes. Or sometimes I say hey. Wasting time. American might use lollygag. I'm learning something new today. But a British person will faff about. I say I'm going to faff about. I always say that. I go, oh, can't be asked. I'm going to faff about. Never heard lollygag in my life. That is such a weird way to say it. Disappointment. Americans are bummed out. Or British are gutted. Yeah, I always say that. I go, oh. I say I'm annoyed, or I go, oh, I'm gutted. I could have got those tickets. Like, I do know bummed out. Bummed out I've heard about, but I just go, gutted. Spelling and grammar. Ooh. Okay, American just use colour. So, center. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, sorry, I'm reading. Okay. American uses English uses or oh, so basically they pronounce car like it's like that. Look, so they go American English uses or for colour, while we go, so they will go COLR, while we'll go CO, like UR, basically. we use more ERs while they use IZ. Yeah, like they spell it, and I actually spell it the British way. So they will spell colour C. I don't know you can spell it that way. I guess it just depends. I don't think this is necessarily like a British or American thing, but it's basically they spell it COLOR. Well, we spell it COLOUR. But for me, I'm dyslexic, so I just pick the easiest one. Like, that sounds easier to me. So, collective nouns. Americans treat groups as singular, the team is, while British often use groups in telling the team are. I think the team is sounds more correct. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, this is a big one. I have heard of this one. This is a big one. Okay. So Americans say soccer or American football, while we say football. This used to confuse me all the time because that I used to be like, wait, why have they got two ways of saying it? But I didn't realise soccer was our football and American football was just something like they played. Like, I didn't realise it. I think when they're trying to differentiate that, oh, this is our potato like chips, like they put American in it, or sometimes they put like French in front of it, like, which is quite interesting to me. But that used to confuse me so much because I was like, why are they calling it soccer? Like, it's football. Like that and pavement used to confuse me so much. Another big one, this is the last one, is they say rubber, we say eraser. I say rubber. I actually do say rubber. I've never heard anyone say eraser. I just think rubber sounds better. Like, you're getting, like, eraser makes sense because, oh, I'm erasing it. But rubber just sounds better. But yeah, let me guys know what you guys say, because I think it's so interesting that we're brought up in different countries and we have all these like different ways of saying things. But most of the time we don't realise that sometimes we actually say different things. Like, I didn't realise how much I actually say the American stuff compared to British stuff. Like, there's stuff like string cheese and like candy floss as well. I can't remember exactly. Those were the only examples I have. If you guys have other examples and stuff, let me know. You want me to make this a series of like me trying their candies or anything, then let me know and I will do that. But, or you have other slangs that you think, and I will do a part 2 of this. But that will have to come up for now, and hopefully I will see you guys very soon. Bye!